Story?
Please.
Wait, can I tell you a quick story? So I'm going to record it and maybe upload it. So the first time I was in Italy, I told you I worked at that farm commune thing in Tuscany. And then I went to a rainbow gathering.
I remember you telling me.
Reggio Emilia. And I'd been to one rainbow gathering before in America and I hated it. But I try to be a hippie, and that's part of my tribes, right? So I try to be at peace or find a way that I like it. So at the big rainbow gathering here, there were these boys that were singing American songs, and this is very common for people who like music. Well, it's actually very common for people who like music who speak English to not know what the words are.
Right.
But for people whose English is not their first language, they like songs and they don't know what the words are and they just make sounds. And so they sing this song a lot by Nirvana called Polly. Polly. And literally one of the lines in the song is Polly wants a cracker. So it's about a parrot, right? No. And the boys, because Nirvana, you probably don't know Nirvana very well. Nirvana, like the lead singer, killed himself. He was a heroin addict. He was incredibly...
He had a horrible wife.
He had a horrible childhood and all these things. And he was obsessed with the misery of the world.
Right.
Poor dear. As people do, right? So so these hippie boys that are all like love and everything, actually, and it was really them that inspired me to not cut my beard. I was not going to ever have a long beard until I got old. Which is happening. But I always thought that as I was young I should have a short beard. But when I met these boys, they had long beards, and I was like, man, you can be young and have a long beard. It's good. So anyway, they're playing Polly Wants a Cracker. They're playing Polly, and there's two versions of it. There's like a rock version and there's an acoustic version, and they're playing the acoustic version, and it sounds really nice. And I'm like, do you guys know what that song is about? And they're like, well, it's about a parrot, right? Isn't it about... No, they didn't even say parrot. They didn't know parrot. They're like, it's about a bird, right? And I'm like, okay, it's a story that he got out of a newspaper about a girl who had been kidnapped and raped repeatedly every day, tortured with a blowtorch, starved to death, and left bound until she convinced her captor that she loved him, and he let her go, and then she escaped. And they're like, really? That's what it's about?
No.
I'm like, yes.
Did she kill him?
No, she escaped. God. She convinced him that she was his lover. I mean, and so Kurt Cobain, the singer, he read this story and he's like, I have to write a song about that. That's amazing.
So all these Europeans were singing.
No, so yeah. So the English is their second language, and they're singing this song because it sounds nice. It's a nice song.
It has a nice beat.
It's about a bird.
A Polly.
It's about a Polly wants a cracker. So I just walked. I'm in Italy, and I just walked out to the terrace restaurant thing because I thought it'd be nice to have a view. And I'm just like taking in the city night view and the lights shimmering, and there's music.
And
there's live music playing.
Live music?
There's live music playing from a restaurant over there, and there's the din of people laughing and chattering and plates and clinking. And as I'm just taking in the environment, I'm like, no.
They were singing the Polly.
And the fucking live performer was doing this rendition, and as my ear adjusted to it, I could tell he was doing the same thing that most Europeans or most people who have English as a second language do, where he was just kind of, Polly wants a man, life more few, not really, like, he's just making sounds, and I'm like, it sounds nice. It's a dinner music song, like acoustic guitar, about kidnapping and raping a girl and torturing her with a blowtorch. Like, that's actually one of the lyrics in the song.
Oh.
Yeah, like it isn't me I haven't seen. Let me clip your dirty wings. Let me take a ride. Don't cut yourself. I need some time to please myself. It's totally about raping someone. God. It's like, but the end of the song is, she cut me off my guard. It amazes me, the will of instinct. Because that's what she did. She cut him off his guard. She convinced him that she loved him, so she could. And basically, what happened, the way that the actual story went down, not in the song, but the way the actual story went down was, she convinced him that she loved him. And so they were shopping together, and she was like, "Oh, you forgot to get something in the supermarket. Let me just run back in and get it." And it was the first time she was out of his control, and he was his girlfriend, so he just let her. And she was like, "This guy's had me turning," and and that's how she escaped.
Wow, did he get caught?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. No, and then it was a news story, and Kurt Cobain read it and wrote a song about it.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Good
but
for
what is the
Polly.
line about the blowtorch? It's like, she says she wants some water to put out the blowtorch. I mean, it's like, it's so Kurt Cobain. But I just was up there, and my mind was reeling, and I'm just like,
Oh my God, it's
those
haunting
same
me.
kids. It was the same fucking hippies.
How many years ago was
my
that?
age. It was 2002, right?
Oh my God, so
so
almost-
they've grown
yeah.
up, and now they've got a fucking gig in a city playing a dinner song. Not the kids, because I convinced them what the song was about.
Oh.
So it was other kids.
His other kids
There's
who
other
didn't
kids.
have you.
It did not have my tutelage. So you
your
kids, wherever in the world you are, who might be hearing this story, if you like a song and you think it sounds nice, fucking research it before you
You heard
perform
that.
it as fucking elevator music. Kurt Cobain is turning in his grave, and he's smoking a cigarette and shooting up and laughing his ass off. So